What if there were a solar device that could power a water pump in the field during the day and be easily wheeled back to the village for nighttime use? At Portable Solar, our solar energy and storage system is large enough to operate an irrigation pump and still provide nighttime illumination, ventilation, communication, and even refrigeration. Our technology is based on the latest breakthroughs in German materials science, producing 60-cell modules, so much lighter that we can add battery storage and still have a self-contained energy system that's easy to move around. If you prefer to connect to the grid, our proprietary male-female cables and wall receptacles only connect to each other, reducing theft and ensuring that the device is being connected directly to the electrical panel with appropriately gauged wiring. If you want more output, it's easy. Just add another device. You've already created the dedicated connection to the electrical panel. At nighttime, you just flip it over and use it as a table. A solar device by day and outdoor furniture by night. 2 for the price of 1 at Portable Solar.
The Very Loving Caterpillar by Sean Brown. Illustrated by Dawn Train. Edited and narrated by Shana Adams. Atoms Movie, LLC, all rights reserved. For anyone who did not have access to that which captured the imagination, and Ruby. There was a very loving caterpillar who lived in harmony with his community in a warm and tropical environment. Every day, the caterpillar shared with his community, and they created many things together. They took care of the plants surrounding them. All of the plants were a source of food and energy. One day, as the caterpillars wiggled about, a cool wind crept over the land and began to change their home from warm to cold. The caterpillar's antennae started to freeze in the cold air, making them unable to communicate with one another. They had nowhere to go for shelter. Many became full of fear, for everything around them was freezing. A wave of frustration loomed over them. The harmony and love that the caterpillars once knew was forgotten. The very loving caterpillar was about to lose all hope. He fell into deep despair, feeling helpless, and yet somehow he knew there must be a way to save his friends and family. He decided to go to a quiet place, away from all the other caterpillars to think. He closed his eyes and was very still, but he couldn't think of a solution. He sat for a while longer and soon fell asleep. An angelic butterfly appeared to him in a vision. He recognized himself and realized what needed to be done to save his family. In an instant, the very loving caterpillar became a butterfly. Soon after, he was surrounded by many other butterflies who had come to take him to their home. But he did not want to leave his family behind. He returned to his community, and with the gentle flap of his wings, a wave of love filled the air. All of the caterpillar's antennae began to thaw, and they remembered how to be loving. All his friends and family became butterflies, and they went to their new home where they lived peacefully forever. The end.
When wildfire burns down a home, the insurance money is not enough to rebuild properly. And for sure, it won't bring back your precious memories. But don't blame the fire chief. He's just doing his job when he evacuates all the homeowners, leaving their homes to face the fire. Unfortunately, those flying embers can zoom up onto the roof or into your vents, starting inside fires quickly. Here's the good news. We homeowners can now do better. Invite Cover My Home Quick over, and we'll measure your home and start getting your cover ready. That way, later, if a wildfire does come your way, our crew can quickly install your fire-resistant home cover in just minutes. Home sweet home. You can relax. You've done all you can to protect it. Cover My Home Quick. Shouldn't you contact us today?
Hello, Sam. I hope you're doing well there. So I'm gonna record now all the animations that I imported into Unreal. They're all working very smoothly, and the transitions are very good, and the weight banies on the legs, they're working fine. So if I play the game in Unreal, so you can see that I imported all the animations. They are in a line here. So here you have the rollover. So jumping excitedly, walk cycle. So as you can see, they are all looping and they don't have the problem on the legs. This one is tail walk, being patted. This is barking. I don't know how to load the textures, the materials, so that's why you can't see the eyes there, because the eyes geo, they don't have any materials. I still don't know how to do it, but I just focused on the animations. So the fetch animation, I separated into three. Getting the ball. I'm gonna stop the execution and then show you here. So here is the project folder. So you go to Husk, and in the animations folder, each one are separated into a folder. So if you get into, you have everything like the skeleton and the materials that came from Maya, but I don't know if they work here. I also created a texture material and it apply from these materials. And then, so the animation, here in the fetch, I separated the three actions. So you have getting the ball. So if I put here, and then walking with the ball. Oh. and releasing the ball. So if you want to loop, like you told me that the client asked for the Husky to spend more time walking with the ball. So here, in the middle one, you have the loop of, it's not working, the loop's not working because it loops one to another. So if the same animation gets into a loop, it doesn't work very good. But if you put them in the node controller for the animations, you can get smooth transitions between one another, but they're not looping good between them. So this is it. I'm gonna send you the project folder alongside with whatever, like the FBX files and everything. Alright? So I hope this works this time, and if the client has any questions about, as I told you, about the shaders, the materials on each one, I don't know how to do it. Alright, so that's it. Thank you.